Hello again. This week we're going to start by adding our dots in, which are going to be the way we get our points. So the first thing is to make a new sprite, and we're just going to start with a small dot. So we're getting a solid shape here. We'll choose a color for our dot. I'm just going to pick red to start off with. Go to the middle of our screen and just pop a little dot like that in there. Then I'm going to go to the scripting area. And what is special about this dot is we want it to appear randomly around the screen. Now, to figure out how to do this, we're going to use a command which will randomly make it appear and randomly make it disappear. Well, actually, we won't make it disappear. We'll just make it randomly appear first, because then when our Pacman eats it, it can disappear. So go up to the events here. We're going to go when clicked. We're going to the looks. Let's have a look under the looks. Costume 1. Okay, we're going to go from the looks. We're going to go to the operators. We're going to choose this pick random 1 to 10. We're going to use it twice. We're going to pick random 1 to 10 twice. One is going to be our X value and one is going to be our Y value, and I'll explain how that works. To do that, we're going to go into the stage. You don't have to do this on your computer, but if we go into stage and backdrops and we choose a particular backdrop, it will show us where the, oops, wrong one. Click on this one here, and we choose the grid down here, XY grid. Click OK. Now this XY grid tells us the values of the X going horizontally and the Y going vertically. And we can see the Y reaches 180 up this way and goes to a negative 180 that way. It also reaches 240 going this way and negative 240 going this way. Now we're going to click back to our sprite, and this is where we're going to change this pick random. So random is going to be from, on the x-axis it's going to be minus 240 to 240. And on the y-axis it's going to be minus 180 to 180. What that does is going to randomly put our dot in this grid somewhere. So to make it do that, we're going to go to motion, and we're going to use a go to statement. Go to X, go to Y. If we just click on the dot, we'll see what that does. I'm putting it at 0, 0. Click on there. Goes to this location, which is X 187 and Y 104. But what we actually want it to do is we want it to go to random X value and random Y value. Now when we click it next, it's going to set itself to a position. Every time we click it, it's going to change position. It's right off the grid there. So with that done, the next thing we're going to do is we want this to disappear when touching Pacman. So that's when we need to use the looks and the show and hide blocks. We do want it to come back though in this instant. We also want it to award points every time the Pacman touches it. So from the dot's point of view, we could give this dot, we just call this dot 1. T1. We're going to say, we're going to put a forever if command in here. So we're going to go do it for our forever. And let's see, we can put this under a different lot of coding if we want a different block of coding. Forever if we want it touching, so we've got to go to sensing. For of touching Pacman, we want it to hide, and we're going to say we're going to use the broadcast command. We're going to broadcast a new message called score. And then we want it to have a delay on this, so we're going to say wait. Here we go, wait. Say 3 seconds will do. Then we're actually going to get it to go here again. We'll duplicate this, put it into here. We're going to get it to randomly appear again. Then we're going to make that show. So that now is a loop. It just keeps doing that. It's every time it touches Pacman, it's going to hide, broadcast score, wait 3 seconds, go to a random location, then show itself again. And that should, let's have a look how that works. Oops, get the dot first. Come on, dot. Here it is. Boom. It disappears. 1, 2, 3. It should reappear. Oh, there it is again. Now what we just need to do is add a score in. Now we're going to attach that score variable to our Pacman. So we're going to come back to here, go into data. We're going to make another variable called a score. Click OK. And it's just for the sprite only. Okay. So what we're going to say is similar to what we did with lives, but this time we're going to say when I receive score, we are going to make score, change score to score plus 1. We're also going to set it up so score is equal to 0 at the beginning. So I'll move that up to here, tidy that up, do a cleanup. So now we've got set score to 0, which we got from here, and when receiving score, change score by 1. Let's see how that works. Now once we've done this, we can take this grid away. So go to the staging area, backdrop, and we can remove that grid. Although it is interesting to watch where things pop up. Let's have a look how this all works now, coming together. Click the green arrow. Oh, got to be faster. Yum. And the next step, oh, where's my point? Got caught. Oh no, got to do better than that. Got to trick this ghost to get him away from that dot so I can come in and get it. There we go. Not doing very well. I've only got 2 points so far. Coming up for another point. Alright. The next step on here is to introduce sounds. So the first sound we're going to introduce is a sound on the dot. So we're going to add this into our code here. In fact, we might just use the broadcast. So in events, if we go receiving, when I receive score, let's play a sound. So let's go to the sounds, and we'll play the sound until done. That should be okay. But what sound will we choose? Let's go to record, see if we can get a sound from the sounds file. It's got to be a short sound, so too long. It's too long, that one. What was fun? Could use that one. So go through, choose one that you think's a good one. The laser one's not bad. Oh, hurts my ears though. I'm going to use a goose sound. It's probably not appropriate, but we'll choose that one for now. So get rid of the pop sound, and I'm going to play the goose sound. So when receiving score, play the goose sound until done. Okay, let's try that. Nice. Now I want another sound. I'm going to introduce another sound, and this time I want my sound when my Pac-Man gets eaten by the ghost. I'm going to go to the ghost this time and saying when receive caught hide, da da da. So I'm going to say here when receiving caught. I'm also going to get it to play a sound. Let's go to sound again. I think this should work. Play sound till done again. Choose a different, go to drop down arrow there, record, get rid of that one, choose one from here. And I know in Pacman it goes, makes a doo 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 doo, something like that. So we'll try and choose something similar to that, would be good. Perfect. I like that one. I'm choosing that one. Right, it's quite a long sound, but let's see how that works. So when receiving caught, play whoop. Let's see how that works. It's actually a bit long. I might modify that. So I wonder if we can edit. Yes, we're going to go in here and edit that sound. How do we do this though? Let's try and, so if we choose that section and we try and cut that section out, that might just shorten that sound. Let's play that. Actually, I'm only really want this section here, so let's cut that whole thing out. Try that. That might be cool. Let's try that. It's about right. And now we're cooking with gas. Nice. And all right. And that's where we're going to end our lesson for today.